Ciao a tutti, hi, and welcome to my kitchen at my cooking school in Tuscany, Dolce Vita Cooking School with Erika. Today we are going to make a delicious Italian main course that we usually make for Christmas lunch. You know that Christmas is coming and we want each delicacy is possible in the heart, even if it's terrible period. But I decided to build a full menu by now until before Christmas. I think we already made the first course, pasta sauce, that was a delicious one, and now we're going to make a main course, meat bases, that is duck carpaccio. And I can assure you it's a fantastic main course, very elegant, it's a gourmet dish that everyone will appreciate at your table and bring joy to everyone who will taste it, because it's so simple, but you know simple is not easy, but it's so tasteful and delicious. Completely following the Italian cooking tradition that everything is very simple and with a few ingredients. We are going to start with this marvelous dish, and I show you the ingredients right now.
Maria Garzia ti saluta.
Ciao Maria Garcia, I'm very happy you are here with me. Welcome to my kitchen. Hope you will be here in a better weather and in a better time soon, in person.
Anche Donna Keller ti saluta.
Donna, how are you, Donna? Allora ragazzi, we are going to I show you the ingredients. So, few ingredients for a delicious dish. The first, of course, is the indisputable protagonist, that is the duck breast. Then we have some rucola, but rockets, I don't know how do you call it, but it's just to decorate. We have red currants, and this is important because gives a particular flavor in contrast to the sweet meat of chicken breast. But you can use also raspberries. If you have not red currant, you can use raspberries with no problem. Then we have the famous Parma ham. You know, this is a fantastic one, and here in Italy we can say that is the best, maybe together with the San Daniele one. And here I want to show you these herbs, because here in Tuscany we have sage. This is sage. Then we have thyme. This is the thyme typical in Tuscany. This is wild oregano, fresh wild oregano, and this is the rosemary. But you can put all the herbs that you like, that you prefer. No problem to use many kind of herbs. The important, in my opinion, that you don't use peppermint, because it is really too strong as flavor. So to make this recipe is better to be without a strong flavor, because the meat is very tasteful. And it's many people say duck is a fat meat. Okay, it's fat because there is the skin, but you can take off. You cannot eat it if you like. Anyway, it's rich in ferrum, so it's healthy for people that are weak, that need a blood with more ferrum. So let's start with the steps of our recipe, okay? And remember, you can ask me all your questions you want. I answer you to all of you. And I jump here even when the broadcast is done, so no problem. And if you want to make a question, I'm here for you. So no problem, because Ginevra will tell me what you want to know, and I'm here. And if you want to be updated on these videos, on these recipes of broadcasts and live stream cooking classes, just follow my page, Cooking Classes in Tuscany, and go to the notify first, so we are sure that you'll be updated when I am with the broadcast. Let's go. The first step to make is, in my opinion, to obtain the prosciutto crispy on the pan. So we go on the stove. we start. Usually we can wait just 1 minute because this non-stick pan, but is a particular material because it's a professional one, but we have even to wait this. This is important to decorate because as I told you, is a gourmet dish, very elegant and nice to see. Also delicious to eat, obviously, but it's very nice, and you make a very great impression, I'm sure. So you take just 1 slice. I show you just one, since we are going to make our decoration. So this is to decorate and give a very tasteful flavor, because the salt that there is inside the Parma ham, that is not so salty as sweet, but this salt gives a particular texture to the flavor in contrast with the sweet fat of the duck and the other ingredients that you'll see later. I think you can find. Can you easily find Parma ham in the country where you're living, or you can find a different kind of prosciutto? Can you find sweet ham, so not salty but fresh? If you can find, please tell me, because I'm very interested to know what are the ingredients that you can find. So, since we are connected, I'd like to know you more.
Donna Keller dice di sì.
Ah, perfetto, ok. Donna, where are you from that I don't remember?
Ti saluta Odile Volpuet.
Ciao Didi! Ciao! Ok.
Lisa Marie dice sì, ce l'ho al mio negozio italiano locale.
Perfetto. I am very grateful to you if you tell me where you are from, and if we can find prosciutto at your town. So you tell me if you can find and where, so I know.
Donna Keller dice che lei è di Boston.
Oh, perfetto, già è vero. So you see, I know that in Boston there are many Italians, Dana. Last year I had many customers in cooking classes and private dinners in Tuscany, and I knew a great family from Boston. They were amazing people.
Lisa Marie è dal Michigan.
Ok, nel Michigan, bello.
E Rachel Stockton ti saluta e dice che loro possono trovare prosciutto facilmente in Texas.
Ciao Rachel! I'm always happy that you are here. If you are not here, you know I'm worried.
E Donna Keller dice North End.
Ok, North End, perfetto, grazie. So Garrett, I want to show you this. We turn off the fire. You see, it's very red. Huh? We take this. So you can see that the fat is no more white. This is a trick when you want to make something that is crispy. Even when you are going to make carbonara, that you put pancetta, you put guanciale, you have to wait that the fat is no more white, but is transparent. Now it will be white in a few minutes because, you know, it's very cold here. So we leave the same pan on the fire, even if the fire now is switched off. And now we are going with the red currant. This is the part that is a bit not difficult, but it's not so a happy part, because it's not so easy to take the small ones and to sieve them. But I think that this flavor is better than the raspberries, but you can use the raspberries, and maybe it will be very successful to make with them and surely easier. So sorry, because now I have to do a bit of noise. So we go with a few of them, and we use the immersion blender. One time we have this, we take the oil, because we are going to make like a mayonnaise that is always different, because here there is the fruit. So we go with a string of oil. Huh? Perfetto. And I show you that the color will be completely different. Will be pink. Look at this is marvelous color. I show you better in the light. This is a marvelous color because with the oil we can have a real mayonnaise. So now, if you see, if there are many seeds, you have to sieve it. This is the most, not difficult, but not fun task. We help ourselves with some water.
Lisa Marie scrive: se uso i lamponi devo rimuovere i semi?
Sì, yes, Lisa. If you use raspberry, it's the same like with this. Because no problem if you add water after to sieve better, like I'm doing now. You know, in the mayonnaise you use vinegar, in this case, or lemon. In this case you are using just water, but no problem. But you have to remove seeds, because otherwise it's not so nice to eat them. You see, this we have to throw. So I take and throw. This is the most, as I told you, is the passage that is not so easy, but is nice. Because when you are going to put your duck and your plate at the table, it will be very elegant. After I'll show you. It's a completely different way to serve at the table. Even if you are at home, it's like to be at a restaurant. With a large sieve, you can go without any difficulty. And all the seeds will be there. So it's easy. You see, in 2 minutes we did it. I want to show you the color. Hope you can see. This is a pink, huh? And we'll use this to decorate our plate after. So now we have done the first step. We have the prosciutto, we have our red currant marinades, and we have to pass now to cook the real plate. So the main course that is with herbs and oil. And in this case, we use the duck breast, and I start to tell you the tricks and the tips that we have to know to make this delicious. First of all, always when you take a duck breast, always you have to go with the knife, make some incisions in the skin. Always, always, always. So we are going in this way. Ecco fatto. This is very nice when it cooks, but it's not our case because after we have to cut it. Anyway, this helps a lot the cooking of the duck. And the second tip that is really important is that you have to use the pan completely cold. So now it's cold because we made our prosciutto some minutes ago. So don't make the mistake to take the duck, switch the fire and wait that the oil is hot and then you put your duck there. No, the duck has to be put in the cold pan. So we are going to use our extra virgin oil in the same pan of the prosciutto. But you see, just a bit. Then we put here our herbs: thyme, rosemary, sage, and wild oregano. Then we go to put our duck cold in the cold pan, okay? Let's go. We wait. Okay. So dove è andata? Ok. So is it, you know, my my daughter now is laughing because there was a bag in the kitchen that was flying, and so while she was with the phone on the meat, I tried to take off the flyer. So sorry for our not professionality. We are not so professional today. Sorry. So I want to show you now is the oil is starting to go, and you have to know that here in Tuscany now is the season of the hunting season, but unfortunately there is everything is closed because of the coronavirus, and so hunters are very angry now. And we have just to buy duck or everything else because it's impossible to find from some hunters. I don't know if in your country there are many activity closed, but here, yes. Here is almost everything in lockdown. The cooking of this meat is like for tagliata. Do you remember our recipe with tagliata? So we need to make a carpaccio. That's why we are going to make not a very strong cooking, but just 6 minutes, and we have just to see the thickness of our chicken breast, duck breast in this case. So this is the first side. Be careful to the squeezing. And another trick that you can use, but I didn't use because of the broadcast, is that you can take your oil with the wild herbs and then you remove from the fire. So you go with the fire with the herbs, with the rosemary and sage, then 1 minute, then you switch off the fire and you wait, it will be cold. So the oil takes all the flavors, but we didn't make here because it's because of the times of the broadcast. we can check, but it's not even ready. So we have to check after. If you want to ask me questions, I'm here, girl.
Sara Mecocci scrive brava Cicia.
Grazie Sara. Devi provare anche l'altra salsa, Grazie mille. Ecco fatto. Here is very cold because now the cooking school is closed, and so we open now the heating, but you know we don't live here, so it's not so hot to be there. Okay. Remember to take off your rosemary after some minutes, because rosemary tends to make to have a strong flavor and to give a bitter flavor to your meat. So, not thyme. For the thyme there is no necessity, but yes for the rosemary. So we wait just a few minutes here, you know. The fire is a medium-high, a bit stronger. This is the right way to have a delicious dish that you can bring to your table and to your loved ones. And I'm sure, as I told you, you did a great impression. Meantime, I take a glass of wine. Surprise again. Ecco qua. This is for my friend Rachel, and for everyone told me to use and to pair with a wine. Okay? So this is a Lentisco, is a Sangiovese wine from Maremma, that is my land in the south of Tuscany. And Sangiovese is the vineyard that I suggest you to use with your duck. This is a not so strong wine, but it's very good as flavor. Even if you can use also Cabernet, because you know duck is very used in French cooking as well, as Didi knows, and so you can use also French wine, of course, or French vineyard. So at this point, we go again with our skin down. We wait. You see that, maybe you didn't see, but immediately the fire went down when I flipped the meat. So now we wait. It boils again, fry again, and then the third trick is to take an aluminum foil, because we need to put this inside, because the duck will be cooking for some minutes again. So, switch off the fire. And immediately cover and seal. It obviously made some juice, so we'll see maybe some juice after that will go down on the plate, but no problem. So we just wait this, and after we prepare to cut our wonderful dish, girls. Sure, eccolo. Oh, there is no more the bag, so...
Gloria Gaddini Pesoli ti chiede scusa per essere entrata in ritardo e che lo riguarderà più tardi.
Ciao Gloria, don't worry if you are late. I know that you all are at different times. I know that the time is not of the best when you live. I know, because here is 5 o'clock, maybe someone is 8. From Las Vegas, I know is 8, because Lindsay told me it's very early. In Texas is 10, I think, in the morning. So I know that your time are different. Thank you for watching. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'm so glad we are connected and we keep in touch. This is my real goal. So that's why I appreciate that you are here as well with everyone. And but girls, tell me if you have Sangiovese vineyard or Chianti, or tell me if you can, if you have this at home, you can find it, and if you like that I pair with some wine your recipes. Then, salute! Molto buono, perfetto. Now we can take again our duck. When you are at home, as always, I suggest you to stay 3 minutes. 3 minutes, and even sometimes even 4 is okay. It depends from the thickness. If it's 2 inches, it's very high, but this is usually the regular size of the duck breast. And now we go with the Carpaccio, because you know the Carpaccio is a kind of cut. Huh? We don't take off the skin. If someone wants to take off the skin, can, but I think that is not necessary. After, when you heat, you can cut it away. I'd like to take you the slice, the central one, to make a nice plate, but I think is very nice in this way as well. I'm going to take one plate. You see the color is very dark because this is the color of the duck, obviously. Oh, pardon. We take our mayonnaise. Aspetta che prendo il cencius. Allora. This is delicious. You see, we didn't add any kind of salt because we have to add the salt right now. So you didn't add the salt to the red currant, and you didn't add the salt while cooking. Never, while cooking. Now you can add your salt, and remember that after you are going to use the prosciutto, it's very salty. So you had some salt around your plates. Opla. We take our prosciutto that now is very crispy. Okay, sorry. Just a bit more there. And here we're going to use also some green just to decorate the plate, but really, really few. Then we go with our extra virgin oil. And we go with our plate here to put here over, because it's a Christmas time, and so we go with our plate over a Christmas a Christmas towel. Huh? I hope you like it, girls. Let me know what do you think about this. I think is a very nice plate and delicious. So I'm sure that when you taste it, you'll be very happy to taste it, because it's a delicious one. It's tasteful, and the texture, in my opinion, of the duck is really, really good. And during this period, you can find easily, I think. And you see, it's a very simple recipe. So the secret is the cut, Carpaccio cut. So 1/2 centimeters. That is, I think, I'll tell you an inch, because I don't know an inch, but it's very thin like this. And with this, you can be sure that even if it's, the meat is a red one, is delicious.
Maria Garzia dice wow, sei fantastica.
No, grazie Maria. You are fantastic. Thank you everyone for watching. Dimmi.
Donna Keller ti ringrazia.
Grazie Donna, grazie a te. Thank you to you. Grazie a tutte voi.
E Gloria Gaddini Pesoli ti dice bellissima presentazione.
No, questo mi fa piacere. I'm so glad that the presentation is nice, because in this period we have to give I think a kind of aesthetical to our plates, and so I'm happy for this.
E Maria Garzia dice un'ispirazione per tutti noi, grazie.
No, wow, I'm honored from your words, and so glad to hear this. I want to tell you, everyone that is here, that I don't know if next Friday we make another recipe. I am thinking to meet you through Zoom. This is a surprise. So also through Zoom or through another kind, I'd like to talk with you, to know what we can do. But I'll tell you on the page. So maybe we can chat in the page, and after we can meet here at the cooking school, and we can together. So stay on the page, follow the page, and notify first, so you are sure to be updated. I say thank you to everyone. Grazie a tutti, veramente. You are very, very, I don't know how to say, but I'm very, very related to you, and so thankful to be connected with you during this time. Buon weekend. Ciao a tutti.